Welcome subscribers, new and old. It's your girl Jamie, and over here on this channel we will be talking about trending news, okay? A variety of different things over here on this channel. And today I actually want to talk about this 10-year-old little girl by the name of Zoe. I did a video on her, actually my last trending news video on this little girl a few months ago, right? So I learned that there is an update, so I really want to talk to you guys about it real quickly. For those of you guys that do not know, this little girl Zoe ended up passing away in a house fire that was started by her 15-year-old brother. And I remember watching the news clips when I learned about this, and something about the dad's interaction with the reporter was real interesting to me. For me, I just felt like I don't know if I would be in a place to be ready to do interviews with you guys at this time, and even to laugh at some things as well. So something was just a bit off for me. But for those of you guys that's new to the story, let me go ahead and give you guys a quick flashback.
Top story is a devastating loss this Easter Sunday for a Loganville family. Gwinnett County Police say a 10-year-old girl died in a house fire. And as News Edge reporter Lindsay Tooman reports, investigators say one of her siblings intentionally set the blaze.
Gwinnett County firefighters responded to the home on Beaver Road in Loganville at around 5 o'clock Sunday morning. They say 5 people were inside the home when the fire started, but only 4 made it out. Early Sunday morning, William McHugh and his daughter were at work when a co-worker came up to him with life-changing news.
I went over to her and she told me that I needed to get home. It was a fire.
He raced home to find his house in ruins. Fire crews say they worked to put out the fire while searching for 2 children thought to be inside.
Additional crews began arriving on scene. We had reports of 2 people being trapped inside the home, a 10-year-old girl and a 15-year-old boy. The
10-year-old girl, Zoe McHugh, died.
She's a handful 10-year-old, wants to be the boss of everybody. And that was little Zoe.
The 15-year-old was later found somewhere outside of the home unharmed. Police say one of the siblings intentionally started the deadly fire.
Through the coordination and cooperation of Gwinnett County police investigators and Gwinnett County fire arson investigators, it was determined that this fire was arson and intentional in nature.
Now this family is relying on the community and organizations like One Powerhouse Outreach as they face the long road ahead.
You know, you wake up on Easter Sunday and realizing that you lost everything in the fire, including a child, and that is just, it's tragic within itself. So we just want to get help to help them get back into a better place.
So you guys got a chance to check out that flashback. One thing that was not shown in this video, but what we did learn, was that the mom actually ended up getting out of the house with her other kids. So I was kind of like, well, how was Miss Zoe still left in the house, you know, to burn? But I was like, you know, maybe she was just in a very back room. Maybe, you know, the mom wasn't able to get to her. I'm not sure, but it was just something to me about this particular news story that was just very interesting. And now we have new details, which I'm actually not surprised about at all, because I believe one of the girls that was working at the Waffle House with the dad, I believe they said she was like 15 or something, and it had me thinking to myself, like, this girl should be in school. Why is she working at a Waffle House with her dad? Something was off about that as well. But let's just go ahead and get into the latest details surrounding this family. Now, reports are reading that a Georgia couple is now facing child cruelty charges over the death of their 10-year-old daughter in a house fire following 3 months of being on the run. So ever since this little girl passed away, they ended up being on the run. And from my understanding, they ended up getting their children snatched. So once their other kids got taken away from them, they decided to, you know, head out. Now, Mr. William McHugh and Miss Karina McHugh, both of Loganville, ended up being caught over there near the Appalachian Trail. So they are now arrested. They're being charged with first and second-degree child cruelty in a deadly Easter Sunday fire that ended up killing their daughter. They're both being held without bond, as they should. Now, their 15-year-old child, okay, which happens to be Zoe's brother, has already confessed to deliberately starting this fire that resulted in her death, and now he's being charged with first-degree arson, malice murder, and felony murder. And the other 3 children that the McHughes have, they are now in child custody.
More breaking news tonight. Law enforcement finally catching up with 2 Gwinnett County parents on the run, accused of refusing to let their children leave their house for months. And right now, William and Karina McHugh are sitting in jail waiting to face a judge tomorrow. It's a very complicated story. The parents came under fire, under investigation after their daughter was killed in a fire that their son stands accused of beginning. Tracy Amick-Peer is live at the Gwinnett County Jail where the parents are being held tonight.
Well, William and Karina McHugh are being charged with child cruelty and false imprisonment, and they're both being held without bond tonight after evading police for the last 2 months. Take a look at these new booking photos for William and Karina McHugh, taken soon after the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Fugitive Unit spotted their car about 70 miles from here near the Appalachian Trail in Helen, Georgia, and arrested them. The two had been on the run since the beginning of May. They're accused of keeping their children locked away in their home for months, denying them basic care. Warrants describe bite and whip marks on the children, who told investigators they'd lived like that for years. The family came under investigation in April when their home caught fire and their 10-year-old daughter Zoe was killed. Soon after, their 15-year-old son was arrested for murder for allegedly starting that fire. The couple's 3 other children were put in protective care, and police say the couple took off as child cruelty accusations surfaced against them.
And so our investigation began to partnership with the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office in locating them and bring justice on those charges.
This is really a sad situation for this little girl. Like, not only was she living in an inhumane environment with these whatsoever terrible parents or whatever you want to call them, just so sad, she ended up losing her life in a house fire at 10 years old. And when I look at these pictures, she looks so scrawny, to be honest. You know, and this is the only photo that they have of her, that they're sharing of her. And it just makes me wonder, was the baby eating? I really don't even think she was really eating like that. But, you know, it's a very unfortunate situation. I really hate that for her and that she had to experience this. I guess the only good thing to come from the parents being arrested is that these other children get to go off and be in prayerfully a much better environment than what their parents were out here giving to them. And then it's the fact that they went on the run trying to hide. Like, no, come back. And then the mama did an interview and she up there crying out in the interview like she really sad. I can't. The husband had absolutely no reaction at all. No reaction at all to the death of his daughter and his son being charged for it. But the mama definitely put on her best act. And I'm like, girl, you didn't even care. You know, because I'm still wondering how you got out of the house, but this little girl was left in the house. And then I find out that y'all are these type of parents. Just a very sad situation that I wanted to come to you guys and talk about and give you guys a quick update on that. You all hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, whether you've heard about this story or anything like that. Share your thoughts down below. I'm Jamie That's Me with Trending News with Jamie. And that's all that I have. I will catch you guys in the next one.